At a press conference in November to announce their rematch, Jermell Charlo and Tony Harrison both made their contempt for one another clear. Come December 21st in Ontario, California, they will enter the ring as equals, each playing their part in an unexpected and now bitter rivalry that has grown and grown since the end of their first fight.
You lied to your city, you lied to your fans, you lied to everybody, and you pulled out the fight because you wasn't ready for what I was getting ready to deliver to you, to destroy you.
I will beat this man at anything we do. I'm just that better athlete. And I know in my heart, I would never lose to a sucker. He's a sucker. I'm in his head. I'm in his head, man. He like I don't react to the stuff he's saying. You know, he hated that I don't answer the questions he want me to answer. I'm just in his head, man. I'm dancing in that shit.
A styrofoam can easily break. And all of this persona that he's putting on is not enough. Mental what? I'm actually happy and good in my life. Seems like I'm getting in his head. Seems like a lot of stuff that I'm speaking are facts. But he not liking it right now. I'm finna get into it a little bit more with him. Find out where he at, because I know something about his heart. And see, when a man can find out your heart, is find his weakness.
I do admit this is the best episode I've seen since Pacquiao Thurman. I think this is number 2. It could be number 1. There's some real heated, real legit animosity. This is a PBC face-to-face hosted by Brian Campbell. People are always asking me, I cover everyone. People are always asking me, where can I find it? I got Xfinity. So what I do is, there's a little button right here. It's a little microphone. I say, PBC Fight Camp or PBC Face-to-Face. And boom, it pops up. It's on demand. Like right now, I'm watching it through my Xfinity app. On my desktop, obviously, I'm at the desk right now. You can watch it too. Well, for me, it's DVR'd, but you get what I'm saying. So far, shit is lit. We got some timestamps here for you. We're going to be doing some jump cuts. The fight's taking place December the 21st, 2019 in Ontario, California, the Toyota Arena. Kind of a weird place, but nonetheless, I expect for the ratings to be big for hardcore fans, and it's free TV Fox again. WBC titles on the line at 154 pounds. Tony Harrison, a lot of people after rewatching it are feeling that he won the fight. I got a chance to talk to Julian J. Rock Williams at his press conference in a fight I'm going to here in Philly. Taking place January the 18th against Jason Rosario. He is the WBC Super World and the IBF 154-pound champion, IBO too. So, in a perfect world, the winner of Harrison Charlo II will fight the winner of J-Rock Rosario, right? Sometime in the summer of next year. But what if Jermell Charlo loses, man? And is it true? And they talk about it many times in this. We're going to be jumping around and looking at some clips. You know, is he in his head? You know, because it looks like Jermell a little rattled. By the way, I've had a chance to interact with both of them, some good, some bad, the Charlo brothers. Jermell is the more level-headed, calm one. Like, he's the one you could really, talk to, whereas Jermell, like, he just always on go, you know? But, Tony Harrison is confident. And if you really want to ask me, there is some fishy shit about that injury. And it's like Jermell was trying to tell us, but nobody's really listening to him because people think that he's erratic and emotional. You dig me? You see what I'm saying? So we're going to jump around to some timestamps on TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. This is a good-ass episode. Watch it when you can. Also, that did PBC Countdown. And I'm expecting, will they give us a PBC Fight Camp even though this is a free TV fight? Maybe one episode? Or are they going to count PBC Countdown? Well, I don't think so because the fight's next week. On the 21st or the week after. But anyway. Everybody relax. Subscribe. Everybody's winding down from Ruiz, Joshua defeating Ruiz, and then Jermell Charlo's brother. This premiered yesterday at 2 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Saturday, December the 7th, 2019. It's December the 8th right now, 6:23 a.m. It's early shit. And his brother Jermell defended his WBC 160-pound title by stopping Dennis Hogan in 7 on Showtime. So I see what they did there. And also Jermell wasn't with his brother, which is a good thing. I'm glad that they're separating them in that way. Listen, all right, you guys are not fighting on each other's undercards anymore. Y'all got your own events because you don't want Harrison and Charlo being hounded with questions to overshadow his brother's fight against who a lot of people feel is a lesser opponent. meaning Jermell is fighting a tougher fight. So I like what they did with that. But once again, we're going to jump around in TstreeT controversy with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.
I gave you one for your. I gave you one.
Welcome back to PBC Face to Face, Saturday, December 21st.
Really slept. And look at their records. They never gave me an easy fight, so that's gonna matter. That's all of these things gonna matter.
Fireworks, get your popcorn ready. Saturday, December 21st, live on Fox.
Who you thought?
The rematch.
Who
the
you
WBC Super
I'm the real
Welterweight
champ. I'm the real
Championship.
champ.
I took.
You still
Tony
trying to prove to
Harrison.
me? You still trying to prove to me that you
Jermell
ain't capable of being a ring
Can we
winner?
shake on it? Can we shake on it? Can we put the hands across the table?
You know dang well I want to shake your hand.
Yeah.
You want dang well I want to shake your hand ever.
Crazy.
You know dang boy.
You ain't real. You ain't
Boy,
real.
you won't even eat the boy. Stop.
Stop on phony Harrison.
You're not going to want to miss this fight.
You soft.
You saw it.
You a
Thanks for
sucker.
watching.
You a sucker.
You'll see.
I told you it's some fire. We got a couple more timestamps, and listen, it's a lot of content in here. I can't wait to watch the countdown. I wish they had a fight camp. Man, and you know, if Charlo lose, he goes to the back of the line. This is going to be devastating for him. You know, the rebuilding process is going to be steep. Like, I think this is going to be. Is this not the best free TV fight that they've going to give us so far? Right, and people didn't think Charlo Harrison 1 was going to be good. You know, I was at that fight. So listen, let's jump. You know, we got to go back. We got to go back. I'm telling you, this is an excellent episode, and they mixed some of the first episode in. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one more little jump cut, and then we got to talk about the 154-pound division. And right now, I'm giving this episode 10 of 10, and I'm going to say it is the best episode of PBC Face to Face that has ever been produced. And there's been some rumors and talk that the first one between these two was the best. I want to see that, but they do got the footage on here, some of it. But please subscribe. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com.
Now, on PBC Face to Face.
And the new WBC Super
A controversial decision nearly 1 year ago.
He's a fraud. He's a fraud. He manipulated the system. He ain't the real champ, and I am. I'm the real champ, and I believe that it takes me to get in there and show why I'm the champion, and I get to do that on December 21st.
Months of building anticipation.
I'm the most dangerous guy in the division. 6'1", super fast, strong. So I just carry all the attributes that a guy really don't want to fight.
A rematch that has become bitterly personal.
It's not a drop of love in my heart for him. It's a lot of animosity, a lot of bad blood, a lot of hate. It's only one way to settle that, man, that's fight.
But before Tony Harrison and Jermell Charlo go toe-to-toe, they'll first go face-to-face.
3 seconds, 2.
Here's what I can say. I do feel that Eddie Hearn and Matchroom are the promoters of the year. When it comes to the broadcasters of the year and like quality and all that, you got to give it to PBC, because with PBC Fight Camp, they do PBC Fight Camp for all of their pay-per-views, their 4 episodes, you know, like HBO 20. I hate to keep saying HBO 24/7. Like HBO 24/7 and All Access, except it's made for free TV. Like they do these PBC Face to Face with Brian Campbell for all the main events of their free TV fights, and some PBC on FS1s, and for every pay-per-view. So like they're frequent, you know. Then they got the PBC Countdown show. So when it comes to like the consistency of the content, even though fighters get injured, fighters don't make weight, you know, the shit gets, you know, the weight gets the weight halves fights, you know, get canceled. Still, nonetheless, the content that they're producing, like is you know, ESPN. If they were doing this type of shit for Crawford instead of trying to do that shit during fight week, because they say, oh well, we won't want to promote the big fights until fight week unless it's Tyson Fury. It's a little weird over there. But we're gonna talk about they doing Crawford Kavaliauskas fight week when it comes to that promotion. And a lot of people are blaming Top Rank as the promotional company, but no, it's more the network. You know, but Moving on, the issue that Jermell Charlo seems to be having is that he really feels that Tony Harrison faked that injury. And it doesn't help that my colleague Rob Suarez was actually at the press conference for the rematch, the first one, when Tony Harrison did the interview and saying, look, you know how easy it is to fake an injury. I'm just, pretty much like, I'm not quoting, but basically this is what he said. You know how easy it is to fake an injury. I can just say, oh yeah, I sprained my ankle or some shit like that. And then guess what? A couple weeks later, Tony Harrison has a sprained ankle. Jermell Charlo is hinting like basically that he got moles and he knows, like, you know how fighters can be, like, they know what they doing over there and shit and each other can't, so he really feel like that shit was, like bullshit. Tony Harrison didn't need more time for weight or what, but now, he's got to show up. If he loses, yeah, he'll still be able to get, fights, but this is a must win for both of these guys. And right now, Tony Harrison, his game plan is to be inside of his head. In fact, that's the next timestamp. Is to be inside of his head. And yeah, pretty much my timestamps are 26:50. He's talking about the injury. Jermell Charlo going off about the injury. The 30-minute marks. He's talking about how he has given him a breakdown, or that he's going to break him down mentally and then physically. 34-minute mark. Jermell Charlo again on him pulling out the fight. 37-minute mark, Jermell Charlo talking about how he's the people champion. And then I put this little fucking at 41. You see my little fire? So that means we got to go to that. I wonder what that part is. Let's go to that now. What was the 41 timestamp? Let's go to that now. No jump cut. Let's just head through it. Because if I drew that little bullshit little fire piece, that must mean it's something. Let's see what we got here. It must be something good. Ooh.
Hey, I don't want to play back and forth about honest and what's not. That's
I'm here with
it's
you
all
right now.
game. It's all game. Listen,
When you say it's BS, you're saying
of course
essentially
you right now, of course, because you realize
I realize
how
what.
serious I am about this.
So I come with you more serious, right?
I think your problem is that you realizing that how bad I want it, that they lit a fire up in this dude.
Oh, but so
we talking about June 23rd.
You tell my
taking place.
Okay.
Right?
I'm listening.
Of course you is.
I'm listening.
We talk about June 23rd taking place. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. You was at my fight.
I was there.
That was my show.
It was supposed to be.
You enjoyed it? Did you enjoy it? I was the only one fighting because I ended it in the third round. What you expect? Oh, he didn't throw any punches. It's supposed to be
your show.
He didn't throw any punches at me?
It's supposed to be your show.
So I guess I had
the ace at that moment.
That was the wrong part. Don't you know it's a 28? Damn it. That's why this Xfinity interface on here, this should be fucking with you. Here we go. My bad. My bad. That wasn't the right part.
What I was doing, I turned my back, I did this. I was doing this. I'm like, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, this cool.
Maybe your toes crossed.
This what I'm doing. All I can do is show it. He like I said, he live in his mind. I'm in his head, too, so I know what he's talking. I'm in his head.
That's something that's come up a lot in the build to this fight. Him living rent-free in your head.
I'm rent-free in that
If this sport is 90%
monopoly,
mental, like people say.
I'm living rent. I'm dancing.
Tony, let's give him a chance here. He says, as far as the mental game is concerned, he's already won the rematch. How do you sit with
nobody win or nothing in the mental.
He's mentally weak, man.
Trash.
He's mentally weak, period.
So listen, when you talk
emotional, man.
Listen to this.
He emotional, man.
I'm a passionate person.
You emotional.
I'm a winner. And when they took that from me, of course, a passionate person gonna have a different reaction. To a person that used to losing, he could take that and walk off and hopefully I'll get another fight. You could have had another fight in June, but unfortunately, unfortunately, because I found out where your heart was, and they ain't gonna mention it. Nobody, you don't want me to talk about it. You don't want me to go back and tell the truth about things. You lied to your city, you lied to your fans, you lied to everybody, and you pulled out the fight because you wasn't ready for what I was getting ready to deliver to you. But it ain't went nowhere. The problem is I get more ammo, I get more investment to invest into me, to invest into myself, to destroy you.
There's fire. There's fire coming back from this side of the table. What is it about this rivalry and
Yeah. All right, last timestamp. Even though I got more, but y'all gonna have to watch the episode. Y'all gonna have to watch the episode on your own. You degenerates.
You were the A-side guy. You was the What am I running from?
Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna tell you what I believe. I'm gonna tell you what I know. And I'm gonna tell you facts. And I'm gonna tell you reality of things. this man of his word, this man of his talent, his skills, this man of him, Tony Superbad, Detroit native, all of these massive things that he represent, that he got on his back, right? Yeah, all or nothing. He goes in and says he could fake an injury, then all of a sudden, a week later, 2 weeks later, he's postponed.
How do you respond to that?
We doing all this, we doing all the speculations on like I said,
we really defining where your heart at.
The thing
we
is,
defining where your heart at.
I'm here, ain't I?
Where your heart at?
Am I here?
Why you pull out, dude, June 23rd?
Am I here?
Did you really hurt your ankle?
Am I here?
Did you really hurt your ankle? Like, come on, bro. You listen to yourself.
How much sense do this guy even make to himself?
Man,
I pull out a fight to come back again and fight you again. I could just fought somebody else if I wanted to.
You could have fought June 20. You can't fight anybody else because the WBC.
I could have, homeboy, listen to me.
Homeboy, you don't know nothing.
Homeboy, you don't either. Nowhere near. Cub, you a Cub. Young Cub.
All right, well, Tony Harrison wasn't ready in June.
You know why he wasn't ready?
Jorge Cota was, though.
And he stepped up to the
plate. You stepped up, you took care of business to the level. A lot of people thought, Tony, Jermell Charlo made a statement that night against Jorge Cota for one man, and that's Superbad Tony Harrison. I love it. Statement received. What was your reaction to that?
Man, I love it. What happened with Jorge Cota boosted him back up. So now I'm beating his chest again. I'm the man. I'm back. I had all them distractions. But now what I'm gonna do is again, I love it. The people like, oh yeah, we got Jermell back. He back on his game. And what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna break him back down again. That's what I do, piece by piece. I'm gonna just break him down. If you want to learn something, come sit by me. Come shadow me a little bit. I'll show you something.
Yeah, so let's go look at the 154-pound division. I'm updating my rankings today. We're using boxing scenes for the meantime. You know, it's been a hectic couple months for me, but, you know, we're back in the saddle when 2020 is really, really bright. Tony Harrison now currently the WBC champion. Jermell Charlo's getting his shot. And then the WBC has ordered Erickson Lubin to fight Sergio Garcia to be the next mandatory in line. So those are the top guys for the WBC. Julian J. Rock Williams, WBA Super World Champion, along with the IBF and IBO. There was rumors that were circulating around first in boxing forums, and then it started lurking around in people's chats, and people started doing videos, and then it made it over to my channel. And whenever I find that scum, but anyway. There was some rumors of Lar versus J-Rock, which would make perfect sense, but it turns out that's not going to happen. J-Rock shot that down at his press conference last week, which I was at. Michael Soro, WBA Gold, but we're not counting that. Jarrett Hurd has moved up to 160. If you see him, he ain't getting back down to 154 pounds. And as you can see, the 154-pound division is not really super deep. Patrick Teixeira just won the WBO interim in a fight where he was supposed to lose to Carlos Adames right here. Jaime Munguia is fighting Gary Spike O'Sullivan, still for some reason holding on to that WBO title. And his, basically, I think he can beat Patrick. But we'll see. And Kell Brook, no telling where the hell he's at. So, next time stamp.
Hey, B, listen to me. If you
the last year until the second.
And the new
After Jermell Charlo lost his WBC Super Welterweight belt last December, he wore his emotions on his sleeve. He felt he was robbed of his title, and that's driven him forward the last year until his second shot at Tony Harrison.
That first fight, December 2018. 12 rounds. When those scorecards were read, all three judges in favor of Tony Harrison. What'd you read off of his face when those scores were read?
I won. No?
You a clown.
Oh, that's a clown, right?
He's a clown. Hey, B, listen to me. If you get the opportunity to replay that, I will beat this man.
No, he gave away.
Listen to me.
Turkeys.
I will beat this man at anything we do. I'm just that better athlete, and I know in my heart I would never lose to a sucker. He's a sucker. I would never in my life lose.
What makes me a sucker?
Everything.
Explain all of this stuff.
You
can't explain nothing. You talking. You just talking. Explain. Like I said, you got knocked out in camp, and I said you pulled out the fight, right? I said you pulled out the fight.
I said whatever you said. And then I said what did I say?
But I stated facts. All you doing is just throwing out insults, bro. Come on.
Phenomenal episode. You know, there's really no more to talk about. I'm looking forward to the fight. You know, it says in 44. Let's see what we have here. I think they did something. I think I started it too early. They did something where the mics was off. And, well, the cameras, they thought they were off, and he still was talking.
It's easy to explain that.
So, yeah, this is a good way to end right here because some shit's about to go down. And I want to get to PBC Countdown and see what they put together with that.
Wow, like he stole something. I just want to just take him, just hold him up and just whip him with a belt. You shouldn't have did that, son. I just want to just hold. I just want to just dominate. I want to dominate that man. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. You gotta listen.
You guys are talking to me. I want to see talking boxing, bro.
I want to spank you every round. Just take you off my lap and just.
Did you do that the last fight?
Spank you. I won every.
Did you do that the last fight?
I won on every judge card, right?
Did you really do that the last
fight? Did I win? Yeah. I mean, I don't even know why we're going back to the last fight. I'm off the last fight because I beat him already. Why do you consist on keep talking about the last fight? I beat you already. I'm talking about now.
He didn't even get a tune-up fight. He got to get right back in that line.
All right, let's close on this.
Right in the lines.
Let's close with some real talk. Let's close with some real talk right here.
You trash with it. Hey, are you ready?
I want everybody to get a chance.
I want to know, are you really ready? Is your ankle good?
No excuses for me.
No excuses this time?
No excuses for me.
You had a lot of excuses June 23rd. Did you not? We were supposed to meet in Mandalay in Vegas.
Ain't no excuse.
What was the excuse then?
There's no excuses.
Champ,
yeah.
How do you beat this man a second time where there is no disputing, there is no controversy? I want an answer. What happens in this rematch? How do you beat Jermell Charlo?
I just gotta do me. I just gotta be just a little do me times two.
Now look. They still gonna be talking after it's over.
Don't come out of nowhere. Don't come out of nowhere with the excuses.
Tony Harrison, December 21st. How does this rematch end?
I am gonna dominate this sucker. I'm gonna dominate. Every round I'm gonna dominate him.
Final prediction, Jermell Charlo.
Sleep cold, like like everybody else that you watch me put to sleep. Have you seen TKOs?
He fought 33 guys.
Have you seen I knocked 16 of them out. Have you seen TKOs?
That's less than 50.
Not no TKO.
That's less than 50.
We could go into your box rec and find out who you really slept. And look at their records. They never gave me an easy fight. So that's gonna matter. That's all of these things gonna matter.
Fireworks. Get your popcorn ready. Saturday, December 21st. Yeah. Live on Fox.
Who you fought?
The rematch.
Who
the WBC Super Welterweight Championship.
You still trying to prove to me? You still trying to prove to me that you ain't capable of beating me?
Can we shake on it? Can we shake on it? Can we put the hands across the table?
You know dang well I want to shake your hand. You want dang well I want to shake your hand. Ever.
Crazy.
You know dang boy.
You ain't real. You ain't real. You're stop on phony Harrison.
You're not going to want to miss this fight.
You saw.
Thanks for watching.
You a sucker.
You'll see.
Man.
You'll see. You talking all that good go. The TV off now.
Why are you still talking like you gonna do something?
You bummed out.
Why
you ain't win no man like
you gonna do something?
You ain't did nothing.
Come on, man. They gonna believe you. They gonna believe you. They gonna believe you. Why you still talking? Why you still talking? I beat you. That's all I give a damn about beating you. I don't give a fuck about 100 in a row. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'll beat your ass.
Don't about this count.
I'll beat your ass though, 100%.
Ooh, that was good TV. Ooh, y'all don't know.
You hear Sam? Y'all gotta watch the episode. I am hype. I'm hype. We need that. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. You can catch PBC Fight Camp, Harrison versus Charlo II on demand. Please subscribe.